Due to running on a balanced school calendar, we recently returned to school in July. And to get to know my students as learners early on, they took a multiple intelligence survey. From this survey, they were to use the data they gathered about their multiple intelligences, along with specific directions to create a self-portrait, creating a visual representation of their preferential learning styles. I was told by the students not to hang them in the hall because they didn't look normal, but this led to great discussion about what is normal, do we want normal, and how the pictures truly represent how each of us is a unique individual and learner. The illustrations, with their exaggerated features, really informed students and reminded me of how significant it is to understand and address each individual's learning style. While Howard Gardner is well known for stressing the need to address and reach out to multiple intelligences, he had recently shared the importance of nurturing and establishing our 5 minds for the future. In his book, 5 Minds for the Future, Gardner begins with the disciplined mind, which he refers to as a mastery of discipline. This is not the committing of facts to memory, but rather a distinctive way of thinking about the world, putting concepts, theories, experiments to the test. I think this is a new way of thinking even for me, let alone for my students. While developing a disciplined mind is best practice, it wasn't how instruction was taught while I was in school. So this is definitely an area I know I need to practice and pursue. I feel the best way for me to address this mind is to begin challenging and exploring theories and practices in education. Often teachers are told to implement the latest and the greatest without really evaluating the process. I foresee many project-based activities for myself being a great way for me to grow in this mind. Project-based learning lends itself to approaching topics in a variety of ways and challenges learners to explore for deeper understanding. I already know I've been working towards developing my synthesizing mind, especially as I make my way through my master's in instructional media and also through the use of my feed aggregator, Google Reader. Howard, page 3 of 5 Minds for the Future, says the synthesizing mind takes information from disparate sources, understands and evaluates the information objectively, and puts it together in ways that make sense to the synthesizer and others. After learning about RSS feed aggregators in my Web 2.0 class and began subscribing to educational professionals' blogs, I had to work on how to synthesize, digest, and share the information I was receiving. This type of mind, the synthesizing mind, is a crucial component of the mind, especially with the influx of information received on a daily basis. The creating mind has also been put to work as I've been exploring new ways to implement my instruction through the use of technology. Using and incorporating technology for our digital natives challenges me to step outside my comfort zone, my safe routine, and get my creative juices flowing again. How can I put forth new ideas and pose unfamiliar questions for my students? How can I conjure up new ways of thinking for myself, as well as expect that for my students? I can continue to explore the use of new tools, and just incorporating the use of Prezis, blogs, and digital storytelling in my classroom challenges me and my students to change our way of thinking and really evaluate our purpose for doing things. I feel even over the past few months I've become more respectful and mindful of people's thoughts and actions through the use of technology. As I read more educational blogs, absorbing and pondering the various opinions, it seems to broaden my understanding and takes me out of my little world. I seem to appreciate differences in opinion more now because it challenges individuals to truly synthesize their understanding. People grow through being challenged. I'm learning to grow to appreciate and welcome that friendly debate and plan to pursue them with my colleagues both through technology and work. I feel the ethical mind and respectful mind also go hand in hand. As one develops a more respectful mind, becoming more mindful and appreciative of differences between individuals and groups, they become less self-centered. In his book, 5 Minds for the Future, Howard says the ethical mind conceptualizes how workers can serve beyond self-interest and how citizens can help work unselfishly to improve the lot of all. It is easy to become focused on what happens specifically in your classroom, but technology easily takes you beyond your classroom to all parts of the world. To develop the ethical mind, I'm going to challenge myself to not think solely about my classroom and how I develop personally as a teacher, but how I can collaborate with others to bring success to classrooms all over the world. How can we help our students become passionate about the process of learning and become lifelong learners? We can start by each cultivating and nurturing our 5 minds for the future.